name is Mayokun Fadeyibi. I'm the Senior Vice President for West Africa at Autochek, and I currently manage 3 countries across West Africa. I studied mathematics in the university, and then I went on to do my master's in applied mathematics, and then did a PhD in business analytics. My very first job was teaching. I worked as an adjunct professor at the Western Carolina University, and I taught calculus and statistics to undergraduate students. No, I definitely did not think I would be in this role, in this industry today. But I think that one of the approaches, or the main approach I've taken to my career, is just knowing that I want to take that knowledge of mathematics into actually solving business problems, solving practical problems. And I think that's what has led me here today, that critical thinking, data-driven decisions, being able to question the why and the how, and that has ultimately charted my career journey and brought me here today. Unfortunately, it comes par for the course, but if I think about it, even from when I was one of the few women in class studying mathematics at my undergraduate, and I think in looking at some of these issues, right, I want to focus more on what are the solutions. How do we get past these issues, these biases, this gender stereotype? And I think one of the ways we can do that is just representation. Normalizing the fact that a woman can be in any industry that she wants to be in. She can be in the corporate world, she can be at the very top at the corporate world, and not just occupy that role, but succeed in it and excel in it. And I think it's by having that representation at all levels that tells young women, you know what, you can be whatever you want to be. And if I use myself as a personal example, I did an internship in Accenture, Nigeria, while I was still in the university. And at that time, Omobola Johnson was the managing partner. And of course, that automatically, even thinking back to it now, that automatically normalized the idea that a woman can sit at the top of a multinational organization. And so I think it's important that all women, all young girls should be able to see that regardless of industry, regardless of career, you can do whatever you want to do. Yeah, I think I wouldn't look at the most challenging, but what would I say are some key parts of my life that have sort of built me into who I am today? And I think one of them was actually doing my PhD. In doing your PhD, there are 2 different aspects. So you go through what we call the coursework for 2 years, and then you take qualifying exams. And essentially, that qualifying exams test you on everything you've done for the past 2 years. So you literally have to go back on your own, right, and refresh your mind. And what they're looking for is, have you truly built the skills that then allow you to say you want to contribute to a body of knowledge? And so once you finish your qualifying exams, there are either 2 options. You either qualify to then study and do research, or they say, well, thank you for coming. Unfortunately, you don't qualify to go ahead and you get a master's. So I think having to go through that experience, that rigorous program, actually built what I would call grit in me that allows me to, regardless of whatever situation I face, know that I can make it through. The other part of it was actually then settling down and writing my thesis, doing my research. Now it's not about any schedule, right? It's not you have to be in class at a particular time. It's you're literally waking up, doing your research on your own, writing your chapters. Nobody's there to ask you to do it or not do it. So it's literally building that self-discipline and just taking that trait of self-discipline through from then on, right, has pretty much just made me who I am today. So I think there are a lot of interesting things and exciting things about Autochek, but I think one of the ones that stand out to me is just the value that we're providing across Africa. That opportunity for accessible and affordable vehicle ownership for all Africans. One of the things we do as an Autochek platform is bringing together all stakeholders in the automotive industry and providing financing, facilitating financing for every African. So one of the challenges that you have with auto financing right now is just access to it. And one of the things that we've been able to do through tech is democratizing that access. And I think that's just a wonderful opportunity that we're providing. In thinking about my role, I think about value creation and just in being able to provide value wherever you are, bringing results, because I think that ultimately then neutralizes any gender argument. And I want to say that to all young women, that if you focus on making sure that you're not only doing your job, you're actually going above and beyond, providing results, then ultimately it doesn't erase the fact that you're a woman, but it erases any bias against the fact that you can do your job. And if I look at Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, she's the first woman, the first African as the Director General of the World Trade Organization. And ultimately, if you think about that, right, her CV has pretty much neutralized the fact that, whether she's a woman, can she do the job? It has been proven time and time again. And I think that's essentially one of the most important things. Well, I think for me, one mantra that I focus on is the fact that I can do whatever I put my mind to. As long as I'm willing to apply myself, have a learning mind, the fact that even if I don't know it today, but I'm willing to learn, do the work that it takes, then whatever it is I want to do, I can absolutely do it. Skill is great, talent is great, but the grit that you need to actually push through when there are obstacles, when it's not quite going well, I think that's absolutely unmatched. So just having that belief in myself that I just have to dig deep and get it done, then it can be done. I would tell every woman, dream big, right? Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do what you believe you can do. So whatever label anybody wants to put on you, it's your job to prove to them that, listen, I deserve to be here, I can do it, and give them the results that back it up. So it's just dream big and don't let anybody kill or try to truncate your dreams. I will challenge gender stereotypes, discrimination, and bias.